Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of September 6th. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Gemini, just know that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never ask you for money or ask you for a reading either via email or in the comment section. Just keep that in mind. I am not currently offering personal readings, so you'll see that they're out of stock, but you can still sign up for my email list if you want to. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. We're going to go ahead and see what we have here for you, Gemini. All right, let me make sure everything's in view. And we'll get right into this for you. Cool, looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Star. So this is a really nice card. This is somebody who is sitting in healing waters of renewal. So if you've been nursing an injury or an illness, or if you have been just looking to heal some aspect of your life, it's definitely a good sign for those things. Obviously, this is not medical advice or anything like that, but it is a card associated with healing of all types. It's also probably more prominently associated with a wish granted. This person here on the card is a genie, and so they grant wishes. And it says that, you know, after you've gone through some sort of struggle, such as the Tower is the card that comes before it, you are granted some sort of wish here. And I do feel like this could be possible for you. I do feel like perhaps there is a blockage to this wish coming true with the Star, and it's something that you can easily work through. So taking a look here, right away in the middle, you have the Hanging Man. This is the blockage that I feel like is present for you in this reading. This is somebody who is comfortable where they are. You can see that they're kind of just hanging out. They're suspended in air. And the challenge for the Hanging Man is to make a sacrifice. It's to give something up to get something else. For them, they've hit their ceiling where they are. And if they want true growth, they have to give something up. What happens if they would cut the cord and start free falling? Where would they land? Where would they go? You'll never know if you'll get to that Star card, because remember, this is 14, that's 17. You'll never know if you get to the Star unless you try something new, unless you give something up here. And so my question to you, Gemini, is, are you content? Are you overly content? Are you a little bit too comfortable with where you are? Is there something that you can do to add more, to improve or create more growth for yourself in your life? That's what is coming forward with these two cards right away. Now in the past, you have the Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles, this is the scales here. This is the financial scales balancing out for you. Now, this is the idea that you are balancing out your material and your spiritual. It's the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. You know, you may have given too much here in the past. You may have even delivered too much in the past. And I do feel like it's almost time for you to decide on something, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, it's a really nice card, actually. I mean, it suggests that, you know, your charity, your willingness to give will come around in time. And definitely with it being in the past, it means that you've probably helped someone out. Now, the thing is, though, with the Six of Cups, you've also spent a lot of time going over things as well in your life. You've spent a lot of time deciding on which cup to choose from. And for you, with this coming in with the Hanging Man, it's almost like you see everything and you're not deciding. Like, you see all of the roads, you see all of the cups, you see everything, and you're kind of just staying right here and staying where you are. And the thing is that there's like some reward that wants to come out with this Six of Pentacles, but you still haven't decided which one you want, which cup you want to choose, right? And that's what I feel like is coming forward. And for you, the challenge is, once again, taking this Queen's Sword here, the Queen of Swords, and cutting the cable, deciding. The Queen of Swords is decisive. They are the assassin, as I like to say in the tarot. They will decide very quickly, and once they make a decision, there's no turning back for the Queen of Swords. And that's what's going on here. What cup will you choose? What decision do you need to make and act with decisiveness? Act with swift energy on. Now, in your current situation, you have the Five of Wands, the Hanging Man, and the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, this decision that you have to make is a move, okay? This is oftentimes associated with a change in residence, moving to a new place, moving to a new house, new location, something like that. Could also mean that you're moving in thought. You could be moving to a new area, like city, even place, town, wherever. But you could also be moving in thought. And the thing is, the Knight of Wands is somebody who's talented, and they are sort of like the maverick in the tarot, as I like to say. They are a jack of all trades. They can do a lot of different things, and the reason that they've gotten to that point is because they have a lot of different passions that they've followed throughout their life, and so they've accumulated a lot of things. And for you, it's not the things that are a problem here. You have a lot of things with the Seven of Cups. It's going to be different for everybody, whether it's skills, talents, items, anything. It's deciding what to do with all of it is where you are right now, I feel. You have the Five of Wands. This is a mental conflict at this point. The Five of Wands is some sort of literal like sparring. You can see these people sparring. It can represent a conflict. Typically externally, like with other people. However, for you, it's like this deciding that we've been talking about is a mental conflict, because this upper row is the row of your thoughts. It's what you're aware of. You know that you need to pick something here. You know that you need to take action. And at the moment, you're still just staying where you are. That's what I feel like is going on. So in the future, you have the Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Death card. So Five of Pentacles, you're thinking about, I wonder if you're worried about losing something. You're worried about making the wrong decision. The thing is, this person feels like, this person is in scarcity mindset in this upper row. And so it's almost like you're worried about not making the right choice. And I feel like if, in your mind, it's like if you don't pick the right one, you're missing out or you're losing something here. I don't know that people are losing a job. I feel like this is thoughts. Okay, these are all thoughts that are coming up here. What you really might need to do is acquire a new perspective by going out and doing something that you like to do, doing something that you enjoy. Three of Cups, card of celebration, card of togetherness, being with other people, enjoying yourself. And so for some of you, it's like if you can get through this blockage, there's something really nice developing here over the Three of Cups and the Star. And this whole thing is about some sort of transformation that you're being called on to make in your life. This is the death of an old way of doing something. Okay, very rarely does this mean dying. Okay, so don't be afraid of this card. It means the end of something. It's the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is a sign that transforms things. They take something that was old and make it into something new. And this is what we're talking about here. It's like a metamorphosis, right? So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. Helps my channel grow, helps get the word out. There's also a bell below this video, which you will see after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Gemini, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. I also do have a Patreon if you want to support me there. There's a link to that in the description below. Absolutely no pressure though. But let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. All right. Let's get some clarification from the Oracle deck here for you. Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. This is a really fitting card here to get this with the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. You're either, like, your thoughts are magnetic right now, as that card says. So you're either attracting some sort of conflict or you're attracting some sort of scarcity at this time. And, you know, this could also be the blockage for you that's holding you back from this Star card. It could be the thoughts right now, your thoughts right now. It's almost like some of you can't let go of something. It's what I'm feeling. You have the Mahavatar Babaji card, Soul Expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. I do feel like you're being made aware of this need to let go with the Hangman. It's all about letting go, all about sacrifice, this whole reading, and transforming yourself here, going through a metamorphosis, going through a new stage. And yeah, Sandit Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Time to be the best version of yourself, right? Obviously, nobody's perfect. You're not going to be perfect all the time, but you're being guided to really shine your light here and drop things that are not serving you. So love that. That's a really powerful card. Let's see what else we have here. We're going to go ahead and get some additional tarot messages for you, Gemini. Let's see what we have to clarify this even more. All right. See what cards come in. You have the Eight of Cups. Definitely like to see that. Eight of Swords. Wow. And the Ace of Cups. Interesting. 8-8 energy here. So I like to see the Eight of Cups. It's actually a card that I really enjoy in the tarot if you've watched any of my other readings. It can sometimes get a bad rap, but really this person's about to embark on the journey towards the Nine of Cups, which is the fulfillment of a wish. But they really can't do that until they let go of the cups, the disappointments, the things that are empty and spilled and broken from the past. They have to let go of those disappointments in order to get to their wish. And for you, it's like you're moving towards not just the Nine of Cups, you're moving towards the Star, which is an even bigger wish coming true here. And so it's almost like you hold the keys here, Gemini. You're in control of your destiny. And yeah, I think it's just prominent in this reading. And it's all about letting go. You have this Eight of Swords. This is somebody who's blindfolded, okay? They're in their own sort of sword imprisonment right now. They are trapped in what could be, or even what was, probably what was, because it's in the previous position. And for them, they have to remove the blindfold. They can easily do it because it's their own imprisonment. And so self-limiting beliefs here are getting in the way. You have the Ace of Cups as well with the Seven of Cups. You know, you have like a lot of emotion here towards something. There's an emotional situation. You're a little bit confused about some sort of new beginning. You might even be emotionally confused about something because the Seven of Cups can be confusion. Let's see what that might be. You have the Queen of Swords coming in once again. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Wow. So did we just get the Knight of Wands? Yeah, clarifying itself. So we now have 3 knights. That means that you're probably going to have a lot of busy things that happen. You're going to have a lot of events that come through for you here in this week. Going to be a busy time for you, Gemini. But for a lot of you, this is around a move. This is around a move. Could also be a shift in perspective, but the fact that we got this clarified, some of you are just like deciding on what to do, either with your apartment, your house, the place that you're renting, or even selling or something like that happening here. And I do feel like this has you a little bit confused. I think there's an emotional, you're having a hard time letting go of something, and it could be the place that you're renting or the place that you live, something like that. That Knight of Pentacles, this financial event's arriving whether you like it or not. So I do feel like it's going to be good, by the way. And the thing is, you know, you got to cut the cord at some point. You got to rip the Band-Aid off. That's what I feel like is going on here, because now we also have the Queen of Swords reappearing. So this is all about that sort of energy. You have the Strength card, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, so look, I mean, you're being called on to make a bold move away from negative thinking with the Strength card. This is somebody who's so courageous they can walk next to a lion, but more importantly in this case, they are somebody who takes bold actions, bold steps forward. And with the um, Five of Pentacles under it, taking a bold step away from the negative thoughts around money is very important for you. The Devil and the Three of Cups, I don't see any other indicators of cheating. So, I just feel like what's going on here is there's some sort of shadow that you're working through. There's some sort of inner situation that's happening. Like the Devil, I always like to say, card of our shadows, card of things that we don't like to show the world. And I just feel like you're working through that. And I feel like as you do that, you're acquiring joy and happiness and celebration here with the Three of Cups below. You on the bottom, this is the Lovers, this is a card of Gemini. And you have that Ten of Wands, which means each wand represents some sort of lesson that you've learned along the way. It's the full manifestation of the Suit of Wands, and so it says that you are experienced. You know what you're doing. Take those lessons, those experiences, those situations, those insights that you've gained from the past with you as you go through this metamorphosis with the Death card, as you go through these changes. So, wow. Okay, you have marriage, gift, wealthy man, distant horizons, message of concern, message. Oh, I was hoping we wouldn't get the false person. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. Maybe some of you are dealing with infidelity, if you will, cheating, challenging situation, maybe. Because we did just get that marriage card, and then we did get... You know what's interesting? I almost never get this. I almost feel like, Gemini, you cheated. Because it's all about, like, this Devil card with the Three of Cups is... I don't know, I was reading it as your shadow. And you have the marriage card with, like, self-imposed restrictions and walking away. It's almost like... There could be a situation going on there. And the thing is, you have communication around that coming in with the two message cards. Thing is, it's all going to work out because in the distant horizons, you have a wealthy situation coming in. Wealthy man is not just a person, okay? It doesn't matter what gender they are. It's investments paying off. This guy's at the end of a successful trading day. So it's just investments paying off in your life, especially with gift. It's almost like there's an uptick in abundance wanting to come in here, but you're working through that one thing that's stuck, that has you stuck with that hanging man in the middle. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.